explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made by Robert.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 14.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, check. 59. Check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in, but couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Check. Check 30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over.
31-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the Bears first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Down a run with Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Irvin to return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they got to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bears 7, Packers nothing.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
158. We got. Tie that left. You got 3 down. Mike, check. Get out.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
58, boy, 58, 58. Mike, quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Rodgers. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Jay Green. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
58, come on. 58, come on. Watch twist. Flip it down. 58, right over there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Watch the slant. Run. Watch the slant. Hey, 58 is a five.
They'll run it with Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tackled at the 34-yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Trubisky. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Chicago.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pick it up. 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Mike 5'9", I'm scared.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We're going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Boom.
Rodgers. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 41-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Trubisky to throw again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go to 50. Hey, you block over to 50.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Aaron Jones.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Take me up. Here we go. Plus 59. Plus 59. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to finish it.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Crunch time, defense. Get 300. Get 300. Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Rodgers to throw once more. He'll find Aguara complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 3 at the 6.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Montgomery pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Montgomery, the ball.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cole. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bears 14, Packers 10. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Results.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, 88. 58. Come on. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Here we go with Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
The 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. Kill.
Now Rodgers. The
left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
9-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today. Lights 59. Lights 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Down. It's Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On on second down and 4. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on first down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
This is our time. Our time.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Bears ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And the Bears first down.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.